So somebody get that real quick.
How's it go?
Just get it. 2 Peter 3.
2 Peter 3 and 10.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
When you don't expect it, then how shall I say it's gonna come as a thief in the night? Go ahead.
In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
So that's a thermonuclear destruction. Go ahead.
And the elements shall melt with fervent
What is
heat.
the elements, man? You are an element. You're an element. Everything that you're around you on this earth is an element. All right? Shall melt with fervent heat. From what? The blast from the nuclear destruction from 200 million missiles hitting this place, man. Go ahead.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
All the works, all the witchcraft and everything that's binding you, man, it's gonna be burnt up. And you put your heart in this world, man, in Egypt. You looking back, man. You know, woe that go down to Egypt for help, man. You want to stay here, man. Who think you're gonna protect the army of America will never be destroyed? Shit, the scriptures say it's gonna be obliterated, man. All right, go ahead.
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved.
So seeing these things that's gonna be dissolved, seeing that it's not gonna be here. Glass parking lot.
Yeah, that's right.
You gonna be part of that glass parking lot if you don't get right, man. Repent. You won't come out this garbage. Seeing that your nice little car with 28-inch rims is gonna be fucked up. It's never gonna be seen again, ever. And you guys that put their spirit on these things, seeing that bad bitch ain't nothing but a bad bitch for you. If you don't see that, seeing that you don't see that Yahweh Shema Shah is the way to go, it's gonna get you destroyed. Seeing all these things. Go ahead, bro.
What manner of persons ought you to be in all holy conversation?
Get into the holy conversation, man. This is holy conversation, man. Get into the word, man. You guys that watch the videos think you can hide and be halfway in and out, because there's really a lot of you guys that's really in there. You'll hear thanks the Most High. You know, you'll see females put that up or post it on their social media or something like that. But you know they hold, and you know they hold.
Yeah.
Which is ironically, and we know some of these women gonna be saved for childbearing, but still, it frustrates you, man, because you know they're not serious, man. You know, it's up to the Lord to have mercy on whom He's gonna have mercy. But a lot of you guys are showing us that your faith you ain't gonna have faith in that time. You know, hey, we know through faith and we know through hearing and listening and watching that they're gonna put you in concentration camps. Seeing these things, all these things gonna be dissolved, man. Seeing these things gonna happen. What kind of man that you ought to be in all holy conversation, man? What get right with Yahweh Shema Shah. Put down the bullshit. Let me finish.
Okay.
That's it.
in all holy conversation and godliness.
And godliness. You got to take on the armor of Yahweh Shema Shah. Take that, man. Defend the wiles of just withstand the wiles of the devil. Somebody get 6 and 10 real quick, Ephesians, please. All right? Like, hold what you got. You finished? Anybody got it? You had it? About
6 and 10. You had Ephesians?
Okay, you want to go? Was that 6 and 12?
The armor, yeah.
Yeah. 11?
Yeah, 11. This is Ephesians 6 and 11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand the wiles of the devil.
So how do you put the armor on? What is the armor? Faith. Battle-tested armor of against the bullshit. You know, the spirit of the Lord is, go ahead.
It says, verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
We don't wrestle against, hey, this is bigger than the dude around the block that you got beef with. That dude that slept with your woman. The Most High gonna deal with that nigga, man. He gonna let you see it too. Even if he don't let you see it, and the kingdom ain't gonna have their head down. But you got a mission. You got a mission to get on. You got a mission. You can't worry about that, man, because he said, hey, what he say? Wait for me until I basically come against the prey, man. Till I come and destroy these cats that's doing this illicit stuff. Who's doing my prophet hurt, man? Who's doing me wrong, man? So we can't worry about that. We got to keep the mission. We got to keep our eye on the prize, like they say, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
We don't wrestle against flesh and blood, man. I'm not going against this guy to battle for this stuff because there's a spirit on them. Go ahead.
But against principalities.
Principalities going to what? A major, a heavy spirit. Go ahead. Heavy. Go ahead.
Against powers.
Against powers. Because they out there. These devils are having they're praying against you in the name of Yahweh Hashem. They trying to pray not in the name, but they trying to pray against you and talk about you and look what you're doing, and they're putting this shit in front of you, man. Yeah. They're putting this death in front of you. They're putting bad food in front of you. They putting bad women in front of you. They putting things and obstacles in front of you. But it's all a test in the name of Yahweh Shema Shah. See if you can pass it. His prophets gonna pass it. His men gonna pass it. His elect will pass it, man. All right? Go ahead.
Accuse of our brethren.
And yeah, accuse. There you go. That's what that kind came out the bottom.
Okay. It says against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
And the darkness of this world. So we know that Esau prays to Satan. We know he does that. We know he conjures. They go in there, witches' covens. They see what they can do. They get all the like right now the COVID-19. That shit is darkness, man. That's some shit that they put out here. Even if it's a cold, they made it a spell over the whole globe, man. It gripped the world, man. Now that fear is fear. Now when you stand next to somebody, they jump 30 feet away from you. You know, when it was the same thing as a common flu symptoms, a cold or whatever, man. You know, and then you go into those and Dracula's castle and fall apart because they done gave it to you, man. Go ahead, bro. Can I sit on that? You got a precept for it?
No, I did a precept that you said earlier.
Go ahead, do you?
Okay, this is First Thessalonians, First Thessalonians 4 and start at 5. Not in the we start at 4. It says that every one of you should know how to possess his vessels in sanctification and honor. Control
yourself, man. Control your spirit. Try to control your spirit, man. Don't fall off and say, well, you know, the Lord will forgive me. We all did it. Come on, man. But we gotta waver. We gotta pull ourselves out of that, man. You know certain things you gotta do, or go around that shit and keep praying to the Lord, man. Hop around that, man. Your woman gonna come to you. Your woman gonna come to you on the time of the Sabbath, man. Ready to get popped. She don't care. They don't believe. They can wrap their head up like a mummy. They don't care.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't care. They think about what they doing. They know where to hit you, what spot to hit on you, what to do to you. You know, They know what to do to you to get you. And then you know you got. Hey guys, you got guys in Israel still smoking weed. You jackass, get out of that shit. Get out of that witches brew, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
Verse 5. And not in the lust of concubines.
Concupiscence?
Yeah.
Is concupiscence?
Concubines.
Concubines, okay.
Even as the Gentiles which know not of the Most High.
Yeah, right. And that's 2/3. They're basically Gentiles, man. They're not even trying to research and put their name, listen to what the prophet's saying. They don't believe it's going to be soon. They think they're going to die and never come back again. YOLO. So I'm going to escape this, man. That's why you got guys living for the last minute. You know, James Dean type cats, man, who want to live fast and die young, man. You know, or just live fast. They still 45 years old, 60 years old, still living the same way they did when they was 20. They got faith. They got faith in what they think they can do. Oh, they got faith in Polite. They got faith in Umar Johnson. They got faith in all these damn niggas that's bringing up demons to them, man. They not bringing in the name of Yahweh. Them guys don't call on the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. That's a vibration of your spirit, man. All right?
And the precept to that is in 2 Corinthians 4 and 1. Because the brother mentioned how we shouldn't be going back to things that are once hit us, so to speak. That hit us once in this truth that we should have learned from. Those certain punches that came, you should be able to know that punch is coming and to dodge it. That means you're not growing.
Got you.
You know, that means you're not growing. That old concubines, that old thing that deterred you, or you fell lustful to. You know, that's what comes with growing in this thing. You know, you should know it's coming a mile away. You should recognize what it is and know that it's of the world, that we're not walking in this world and in the truth at the same time, that we're strictly in this truth. You know, that old shit, excuse my French, was old. Exactly what it was.
Right. You can't keep taking you box. You getting the same hit punch. You getting hit with the same check hook, or you get hit with the same jab. Nigga, you better size. You better know how to maneuver out of what your corner doing. That's why your corner can't make you move. It's all in your spirit to move that body, get it out the way. Remember what's gonna happen, man. He hit you with the same jab. Same.
He's stuck.
You stuck. Okay?
Please stop.
Well, that's why Deontay Wilder now he has to get a new coach.
Yep.
Because he got his ass Waza Zip.
Waza Zip. What y'all called him? What y'all brothers called him?
One trick pony.
One trick pony and shit. All right, y'all go ahead and bring your precepts up, bro.
Just real quick, Hebrews 10 and 39. Did you read that earlier? I don't think so.
No, I ain't read it.
Hebrews 10. Let me see. I'm gonna start 38. Yep. Now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. So not only are we supposed to obtain the faith, but we're supposed to maintain and increase in it. All right, not supposed to let your faith deteriorate or go down. All right, 39.
That's crazy. We read Hebrews 10, 11, and 12.
Okay, kind of. Yeah, dang. Yeah. But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul. So we don't get this faith and then lose it. All right, so you can go into perdition, which means destruction. The idea is to obtain this faith into salvation. All right, what Paul say? He that runneth in the race runneth all. All right, don't stop at the 10 point, not at the 100-meter mark, 200-meter mark. With this faith, is supposed to carry you through all the way. All right, so keep it and grow with it, and don't become stagnant with it. Whoever got it, brother.
This is Numbers chapter 32.
One of these last few scriptures.
And verse
That'll be good.
5. It says, wherefore, now this is when we were basically traveling to the promised land, basically. And Gad and Reuben wanted, a portion of land.
Oh, yeah.
This is Numbers 32, verse 5. Wherefore, said they, if we have found grace in thy sight, let this land be given unto thy servants for a possession, and bring us not over Jordan. And Moses said unto the children of Gad and to the children of Reuben, shall your brethren go to war, and shall ye sit here? Verse 7. And wherefore discourage ye the heart of the children of Israel from going over into the land which Yahweh have given them. Thus did your fathers when I sent them from Kadesh Barnea to see the land. For when they went up unto the valley of Eshcol and saw the land, they discouraged the heart of the children of Israel, that they should not go into the land which Yahweh had given them. Verse 10, and Yahweh's anger was kindled the same time, and he sware, saying, surely none of the men that came up out of Egypt from 20 years old and upward shall see the land which I swear unto Abraham and Isaac and unto Jacob, because they have not wholly followed me. They didn't follow me, they didn't believe. They were scared. What you scared for? What you nervous for? They didn't have faith. So he said, because of that, all right, everybody 20 years old and up. It's up. You can take the nigga out of Egypt, but you can't take the Egypt out the nigga. And it was in Jake, and here we are today. Was that 1 Timothy chapter 4, where it says, and a lot of times many shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, having their conscience here with a hot iron. In the hot iron, they can't get it off, so it's repeating itself. They couldn't get it off of them back then, and now here we are. According to Esau, the year 2020, and you got Jake that they got those demons on, and that's those demons just having a party, and they consciously seared. That's going to be there. That's their life. So those ones who don't, come along, they got to go, and you can actually visually see, why some people not going to be able to make it. You got to be able to see why, the Most High had to destroy the earth with a flood. You understand, the true nature of men, and we don't understand our own true nature. We don't even understand our own hearts. But you understand somebody's nature when they're in a situation or in certain circumstances. You put a boxer, he sings great, but if you put him in that ring with a southpaw, then you know what he's capable of. And now you understand, what his nature is. And, and here we are, we've been tested, and now we're still being tested.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that while you're being tested, first you understand that you're being tested, but this increases your faith, because you have a testimony to give, or through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shai, I was able to overcome, weed demons. I was able to overcome, a gluttonous spirit. I was able to overcome, adultery. I was able to overcome, Islam or stuff like that. You start through those trials and tribulations and stuff like that. You're like, okay, I'm building step by step by step, and that's how that's how faith is. You grow. A mustard seed, when you plant it, it's a small seed, but it grows into one of the biggest trees. And another thing is, when you plant a seed, the moment you put seed, it don't just start look like like a Mario plant or something like that. Mm-hmm. It has to, with faith, it has to come time. It got to be water. It has to get direct sunlight. It has to be nourished correctly. And then when you're nourished correctly, and how are we? Because actually, we're trees. We're equated to being trees, and we need proper, like the scripture says, trees that are planted by the river, they're going to be, better. Or matter of fact, can I get this real quick, and then I'll pass it back to you. This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 11 through, I'm going to take it to 14. No, wait. Verses 6 through 8. It says, Jeremiah 17, verse 6, for he shall, verse 17, verse 5 through 8. Thus saith Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from Yahweh. So your heart departs once your heart departs from God, that's when you lost faith. Verse 6, for he shall be like the heath in the desert, and shall not see the good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land, and not be inhabited. Blessed is the man that trusteth in Yahweh, and whose hope yet the Yahweh is. Verse 8, for he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, shall not see when he cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. So, we're trees. You got to be nourished correctly. And then, that faith that, you start to see. But also, every time when you plant a tree, do you have doubt that, a tree's going to come up? When you plant an apple tree, do you think, okay, man, a watermelon tree might come up? No, you plant an apple seed, you understand that an apple tree is going to come up. And you were expecting this. So this is we got to have that same faith.
Right, and when you beautiful, because if you plant this seed in this work, what you expect to come up, man, a man of to do the will of Yahweh Shemash. When you get in here, man, your whole mission is the analogy the brother uses planting. You can't plant you can't get little deep so the sun will burn. to scorch you. You know, the sun to scorch you, man. Let somebody get that real quick. That.
The parable.
Yeah, parable real quick.
Was that Matthew?
Yeah.
Was it 13?
Yeah, it's 13. 13.
Straight at the point.
Yeah, go to the point.
Matthew 13. Let me see. I'm gonna start at 33.
So,
Let's see the one the harvest. 1, 2. It's a lot. Might be on the other page.
or 25. Let's see. That's 13.
But you said the sun scorched them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, you know, let's I should have had that prepared.
Matthew, 13-6, further back. Okay. Matthew chapter 13, I'm going to start at verse 5. It says, some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up, because they had no deepness of earth. And when the sun was up, they were scorched.
Don't be that. Don't waver. Don't. The possibility of things gonna fall apart. It's gonna fall apart anyway, in this world. So know that the things in this world is just gonna be bullshit. It's going. Hey, you've been fucking up all your life. You've been doing shit and listen what you wanted to do your whole life. And how about Shema Shai give you a chance to repent and come back to him? You know? And you still bullshit, you still half-assed, man. You're lukewarm, and you're not working, you're not doing the will, you're not showing that your faith, you know. And then all of a sudden, what happened? You stand out there, then what? Then something. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 6, and when the sun was up, they were scorched.
So things happened to you. Go ahead.
And because they had not root, they withered away.
Keep going.
And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But other fell into good ground and brought forth fruit, some in 100-fold, some 60-fold.
And that's the men that's standing out there, brought more fruit. Why? Because of faith, because of believing, because of knowing that ain't nothing else left. We know the stock market gonna crash. And that's not what we stand for. We know we stand because we stand in this thing because the Spirit, Lord willing, the Spirit still be on us. But we stand firm in belief of what Yahweh Shema Shah said that He was going to do. So all these things seeing that all these things shall be dissolved. What matter of man you should be in all holy conversation, man. So you got to have a great big faith at a time to come. Not that it's have you when Yahweh Shah said, "Oh, ye thou of little faith." Hey, when Peter did that, he started sinking. Gonna have to be real strong and to be buoyant in this thing, man. To be with your house shot, man. Because in due time, we're gonna all be saved. So hold on to your faith, hold strong, and stay steadfast. I mean to steadfast. To fast is something to be beat it to a ground, to be hold, man. You know, with a tent hold the string, you stand fast. You fasten something. All right, stay strong in this thing, man.
Yeah, fastening something.
Stand fastening something, okay? Hey, so, is that it? So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadosh. Double honors, peace, salutation, your brothers, and shalom.
Shalom.